What up, what up? Welcome to another episode of the Movie Club. We have Nunny, the ugly one.
Hey.
Hey. We have Pat, your favorite comedian in New York City. So today we're going to go ahead and review a movie that I had heard nothing about. Nunny went ahead and recommended this one to us. The movie Upgrade.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
I said yeah.
Yeah. I was not too sure how I felt about this movie. It had a really low budget. I think you looked up the numbers for that.
It was $3 to $5 million is the estimated budget, which is really low.
Yeah.
Not comparatively.
In comparative to like other movies, especially the other movies we've reviewed recently.
Like
on the
what?
show.
Yeah, last movie was Solo, which had a budget of $200 million.
Let's go back to. I want to actually ask you this, Pat. So you want to look at the numbers? They're not doing well. Yeah, for Solo.
Solo, no, not doing well.
Like 26. This
something like that. It's only
24, 26.
It's only made like $200 million.
And
like,
whoever's
in
I
that
think
range.
Deadpool's number 2. It made literally, I think, $1 million less.
Deadpool is already at $600 million worldwide. So it's doing quite well.
So you could tell not only are reviews accurate, but the numbers actually show how accurate our reviews are because we were saying how
because reviews aren't subjective
at all.
We're professionals. We are professionals. That's my Forrest Gump.
Hey.
Professionals.
So let's dive right into Upgrade. I feel like Upgrade was cool. I think both of you guys said this to me separately. It was almost like a Black Mirror episode, but like a full-length movie version of it.
Yeah, I would say that.
Definitely.
It definitely has a Black Mirror vibe to the whole thing because it was crazy depressing.
Yeah.
For like most of it. Not a bad way.
Can we just talk about how misleading that trailer was and how dark the movie is?
Well, they're not going to put...
I know, but like the music in the trailer was like so like
yeah, it was
upbeat.
fun.
It was fun. I was like, we thought
the movie wasn't. Well, I don't mean it in like a negative way. It's just like the movie hits you with a lot of heavy feels throughout.
Oh, without a doubt.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
And they do not let up.
Like for the first part of the movie?
The whole first act.
Yeah.
And then most of the beginning of the second act is just like, God, this is sad.
It's like, geez, what are we watching? And then just the overall like premise also, I'm gonna talk about what I really like about this movie was I did not see that ending.
Yeah.
I don't think
We're definitely gonna do a spoiler warning.
Yes.
Because I know you haven't seen it, because nobody's gone and seen it.
It was in the smallest theater that I think I've ever been in when we went and saw it.
Yep.
We went and saw it in Lincoln Center, which also has the biggest screen in New York City. We
does.
saw it on the smallest screen that I've ever
one they
been
had.
in. I don't know if you guys know Super Chief Gallery. That's where we're out of. Much love, the Super Chief Gallery. The theater that we have in the back of our gallery is larger than the movie theater that we saw the movie in. I was like, what? And there were like about 5 people in there, and I'll be honest, I feel like everybody in there definitely enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. It's just you have to be in a very particular mood for a full-length movie. It's not like it. You got to want to watch a Black Mirror episode and question things.
I would say when I actually went this morning. That's how dedicated I am to this show. If you guys don't understand, I went this morning at like 10 o'clock. There were like 5 people in my theater too, and they were laughing. They were into it. No one walked out. Everyone was like really into it. I even talked to the guy next to me. He's like, dude, I really enjoyed that. I just didn't see it being this dark. I was like,
I think we should talk a little bit about what the movie is.
Yeah,
because we're being sort of vague. So it's a hard R, science fiction thriller, maybe just science fiction. It's just like a Black Mirror episode. They have like what would happen if this technology existed, and what would be like the ramifications of it. And in this movie, that was a computer chip that would so the main character becomes a quadriplegic. That's in the trailer, and then they give him a little computer chip, and the chip control his body, and he can talk to the chip, and then if he lets it, the chip like can go all ninja mode and just start just like
Gary, right?
Yeah, Gary the robot. Just start beating people. It was STEM.
STEM, but I think the
guy's name was Gary.
No, the robot was Gary. The man's name was STEM. I don't know how you got that confused. Did you just wonder for a second?
I did.
All right. No, it's definitely the robot. But if you watch trailers, it's very like upbeat and funny, and that scene was hilarious in the movie. Probably because of how dark it had been, like 45 minutes of just like sad, and then it was just like smashy smash, excitement. You're like ha ha ha, and then violent hard R.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I feel like we should go ahead and give them a little bit of the setup of it as well. So like Pat said, it was very much Black Mirror-esque, the whole computer chip thing. But it starts off with kind of a very typical movie start off, where you have to have the love interest, and then the love interest has to die. And I think you brought this up with Solo as well.
with Deadpool.
And with Deadpool, that's right. And so he has like this seemingly perfect marriage, which maybe those exist. I don't know.
If you see that in a movie, good chance that woman's gonna die.
Yeah.
Or leave.
Or leave. But most likely die.
Yeah.
She's super you get this idea that she's like torn between like the love for technology, but also the love for like analog like lifestyle. And her husband is a very analog dude. He builds like what's it called, like muscle engine cars.
Yeah, he restores old cars.
And you see this opposite, and he goes ahead and sells one of his cars to this like very famous legendary programmer, which his wife is like idolized, like, oh my God, I love your technology and everything. What?
I think his name was Aaron.
Aaron, yeah.
Yeah.
And so right after that, you go ahead and you hit this point where technology fails on them, and this car that's like an automatic driving car, which we're almost there, you know what I mean? Like talking about Black Mirror stuff that's like pretty close, and the car malfunctions, and it just takes them on this like 100-mile-per-hour thing, like drive into the hood, where actually the husband is from. We find out later in the film. Theming, and they go ahead and crash, and there's this robbery that happens, and you're like, what's going on? All of a sudden, this dude who just looks like an evil, like, I don't want to say like maybe he has like.
He looks like an evil professor, like, ha, see?
Yeah, with the mustache.
He did have the curl.
The curl mustache.
If he had that, it would have been perfect.
Just
Didn't
like
he a little bit? Well, his mustache stuck out a bit.
It did.
Maybe it didn't.
Definitely did. It stuck out over his lip. Yeah, definitely.
and he just blows the wife. Just bam.
With his finger.
Yeah.
At that.
Yeah, with his.
I think it was his palm.
With his palm. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like blah, like on some Iron Man.
A gun in his hand.
They all do. I think
The
they
bad
all,
guys.
The bad guys.
all the bad guys got guns in their arms.
Because that's the theme.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually wouldn't mind. I'm pretty sure they won't do it. I wouldn't mind like a part 2 explaining. I have a little backstory about those guys, like the upgraders. You wouldn't want it? I feel like I would.
You know what? I like movies that you just watch them and then you're done. Like,
I
let's
always-
have a couple of those.
That's
That's
a
a
rating.
rare thing.
I always want more.
That's
for
why
some
the budget
reason.
was so low.
Yeah. Well, it was also it had a very
so low.
B movie aesthetic to it.
Oh, totally.
Like the whole, not a ton of locations, you know.
Yeah.
And,
We had kind of talked about it before. You see a lot of the story shine through this, and this is something that I really appreciate as like a filmmaker. A lot of it shines through on the storytelling. A lot of it shines through on the cinematography. It was beautiful. It had this very dark feel. You really felt like you were there. And then like with a lot of the action sequences, which they use like cheap Hollywood tricks to make them seem so much more intense than they were. And one of the things that me and Pat noticed, and this isn't going to ruin the movie for you at all, is they went ahead and they did a car chase.
it was terrible.
And you could see how low the budget was based on the cars.
same stretch of road
Over
like,
and
you
over.
could tell that they would they got a shot and then they brought everything back and then it was like one angle. It was like, this is really boring, and
Yeah.
it's supposed to be really exciting right now.
It definitely was like just a one car crash. Like this is the only one you're gonna see.
This is all we could afford.
But the kudos to
I think that's my least
discount
favorite part.
Tom Hardy.
Yes.
Somebody look up his name. He was in
He's
Prometheus.
a small dude.
He's doing well for himself as an actor. He looks just like Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
And also there's the scene in the movie where he's doing the thing. There's also an identical scene in the Venom trailer of actual Tom Hardy
Doing that?
He's like, what's going on? And the Venom suit's like punching dudes. He's like, stop it! And it's like the exact same thing.
I actually like that guy who played Gary in the movie. He was
He was
Right,
great.
this guy
I
Tom
like him
Hardy.
up when
What's his
he's-
name? Look him up.
Oh yeah, I'm looking him up right now.
But no, that was from
No,
Solo.
His name is Logan Marshall Green.
Logan Marshall Green.
Kudos to you, sir.
I don't know how they did it, but it looked like he was the one doing all the hand wavy fight stuff, and I was like, that looks pretty good.
I was like, okay.
But and he had this
robot walk.
He had this robot walk.
That's what I loved. Is like he really bought into that whole thing.
He'd like post up, and then he'd like turn his whole upper body, and he'd walk, and
he was totally in it.
Just weird enough that you were like, oh, there's a robot control.
Yeah, and I feel like you noticed it more as the robots slowly started to have more control over him.
Yeah.
Like when it's like, okay, you have full control now. He would kind of move a little bit, like he'd still move robotic, but a little bit more natural. And then when the robot had full control, it was like straight up robotic.
It was just you could just only see his face, his emotions in his face. He's like, I'm sorry, please stop. And his arms are just like, excuse my language, just destroying everybody. It's like choking people out. The cop lady, real quick. Can we talk about her for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. What I've learned about her, she's in every indie movie pretty much. She was in Get Out. She was in The Purge, the second one, not the third one, which wasn't as big as like the first and second one. She's in remember that movie Skyfall?
Yeah.
They have a part 2 to it. She's in that. It's on Netflix.
There was a part 2 to that?
There's a part 2 to that. She's in that.
James Bond film?
No.
Oh, different Skyfall.
The one with the aliens and they had the blue and they got like they turned and they went up.
Nope.
It was a terrible movie, but she's in a lot of indie movies, and I think since Get Out, I feel like she kind of got the short end of the stick. Like Little Rail does all these other movies. Daniel Clue, but that's off topic. But she was great as well as the detective. But her ending, I'm sorry, spoiler alert, her demise was very unseen. I did not see that.
Oh, I figured they were gonna kill everybody. That's kind of how these movies go.
I feel like it was
R.
a dark enough. I feel like it was a dark enough movie. I think now, with that spoiler, we can go and get into the spoilers. If you guys don't want to watch anymore, that's fine. But let's go ahead and dive into some spoilers real quick. I don't know where you guys want to start, but I want to do the ending, so I'm gonna wait and see if there's any other spoilers that you guys want to dive into.
I don't really think.
No, I think I want to dive into it.
All right, so the best part of this whole entire movie for me is the ending, because I hate every movie now, especially because no offense,
endings.
but everything's Disney now has this like happily ever after ending, and
The last major Disney movie literally ended with half the universe dying.
Which one was that?
Infinity War.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that one.
Oh wow, everyone was mad depressed about
It's
that.
like a huge meme.
I didn't see it.
I've never heard of the
You never see the people disappearing in
Movie
memes?
club ignorance right now.
Oh my god.
That's like the one movie you should like.
Yeah.
I always forget you did not see that.
I can't believe you didn't even like kind of casually hear about it.
No,
Yo,
all right, well everyone dies.
Yo, Movie Pass,
Not everybody, but
Now
most
I'm about to. Yeah, we all just got Movie Pass. Movie Pass, you should sponsor us. I got a free month for you.
Ugh. It's
You
gonna
know what you
die.
can do though? You can use a Movie Pass right now at a particular theater. You could use the e-ticket. It's in, so you can go see Avengers right now for free.
You know they're not paying us to promo them.
Damn it.
But you should.
But you
Anyway,
should.
back to Ricky being wrong. I like the ending too. Well, I like that they did it. I didn't like enjoy it.
I enjoyed it.
I was just like, oh, this feels horrible.
I know,
Like,
I was just-
but not like, I guess it's good to feel
As a
things
viewer,
in like like it's nice to just walk out of something and be like, well, that felt like a punch to the gut.
And like at the end, he's just walking away. It's just like he's not there anymore.
So
Anyway, so what happens?
no, I'll let you. You're a much better explainer than me.
So throughout the movie, and this is kind of the theme of the movie, is like, what happens if robots go too far? And like the bad guys all have guns in their arms and like robot parts, and the one bad guy has like this amazing nanotechnology sneeze that he never uses ever again, which I was like, well, that's odd. I would have used that right away.
Immediately.
Every time.
Right, when he was dying. Anyway, so the whole theme of the movie is like, what if robots are too far? And then you find out at the end of the movie, like, uh-oh, big twist. The stem in his neck, he's been the mastermind this whole time, and he like masterminded the car crash, and he masterminded like
Killing his wife.
making him a paraplegic, and then he got inserted, and then he got all the permissions in order to move the body. And then discount Tom Hardy is like, well, you can't stop me, and he goes to shoot himself in the head, and then he's like wakes up and his wife's alive, and she's like, you were in a coma this whole time, but he wasn't, because now the robot's in charge, and the robot just shoots the cop lady and just like Robocop's out of there with a flesh suit.
He's
You're like,
full
oh no.
robot. He's like, he went full robot, even the way he spoke, the walk.
Yeah, he's just like,
he's
he's gone now.
He's just gone. He's like, he's in a better place now. And then he goes, goodbye. Bam! It's like, oh, damn!
Yeah.
Whoa!
And the movie's just like, we're over now.
It's like,
It's almost a happy ending though, because through the entire movie, all he wants is to be back with his wife.
It is bittersweet,
Yeah.
but he's not. He's just insane in his own head.
And then and also.
But I guess, whatever. Temporary comforts.
Yeah.
And in the movie, one of the biggest things why STEM chose him was because he was like he was so against the new technology, and he was so against pretty much he was analog.
Yeah.
So STEM needed someone pretty much a pure blood, like pretty much he was saying like a pure blood person that's like nothing, no computer
adjustments or
yes, anything. So that he was
his
he was
aversion
the
to technology is what screwed him in the end.
Yes, he was literally
There are
he was
no
literally
morals, no morals to take. Boo technology and boo not accepting technology.
He was literally Rosemary, and he was also she was what was Mary?
Or Ghost.
He was Mary. That's who he was. That was STEM was Jesus, and then Jesus came like this.
All right, deep pull. But yeah, I mean, much like a Black Mirror episode, it lands with a gut punch.
Yeah.
Because like the whole movie, I was just like, how are they gonna wrap this up with a bow? Because like his whole motivation was like, I'm gonna kill all these people for killing my wife, and you're like, all right, I'm on board. Is he just gonna like kill them all and then like saunter off into the sunset? Who knows? But like, no, that wasn't where they were going.
Especially when she came in, I was like, all right, where are they definitely going with this? Is she just gonna let him go? Like, I'm gonna turn my back, I get it, and walk off? No, that did not happen. She tried to arrest him, and she paid the piper.
Yeah. Everybody paid the piper.
Everybody.
I don't think any of the characters made it out of the movie alive.
The mother.
Oh yeah, yay to the mother.
The mother. Shout out to her. The only character to make it out alive. Not even that bartender guy made it out alive. Because we've seen the sneeze.
Yeah.
Which was a great weapon that,
Yeah,
again.
once they introduced that, I was like, either they'll never use this again.
Nope.
Or it'll take everybody down.
Or there's going to be something cooler, like some cool scene. And there was like, nope, it was the first one.
Honestly,
I was like, why did you introduce this?
I feel like the main person, well, he wasn't the main guy. But
I thought there was a throwaway line by STEM about the nanobots.
Yeah, it was something like nanobots coming and then like protect nanobots or
Yeah,
something.
like-
Yeah, and
because
like,
he tried to use
he
it.
like hit him.
Yeah,
but
he tried
it
to
was
use
very
it.
quick.
It
I
was.
was like, why did you introduce this thing and then not?
Not even for like to kill a main character. They used it to
Yeah,
kill the
just-
bartender.
It very much felt like a setup scene. Like,
Yeah.
here is this thing you need to know about, audience. It's
Yeah.
coming in later, and then it
No.
Dude, that guy was like, he had the eyes, he had the breath, he had
He was
the gun.
kind of a terrifing villain. I won't lie.
But he looks like a freaking nerd. Like,
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah,
I
like that.
I am a hipster and I live in Brooklyn, but I will kill you with my breath. Like that. Like one of those old school timey.
I was surprised they showed off most of the gory deaths in the trailer.
They pretty much
Yeah.
showed it all.
Yeah, so, I mean, you get to see, if you want to go see it, and I would recommend, it's very good.
Yeah.
Although we've spoiled it now.
Sorry.
Go see it for yourself.
You're
Still
gonna
see
see, if you watch the trailer, you're gonna see most of the money shots.
Yeah.
Which is surprising that they put, like, even the garroting, the face thing, I was like, I think that was kind of in the trailer. How did they pull that off?
And it still was disgusting. Like,
Oh, yeah.
It still was.
His reaction to that was great. His
Oh!
reaction to all the things were just great.
I think especially like the first two, but then he started getting cocky a little bit.
Yeah.
But then
He really acted the out of this movie.
He did.
Good
He
for discount time.
good
He was
going,
great.
Logan.
He was great.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Logan.
I
It's
don't know
Logan
if I'll
Marshall
ever
Green.
remember that.
I remember.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll see him other things more.
I-
Maybe he'll like surpass Tom Hardy, although not in a $5 million.
But I think Logan wouldn't want to do the Tom Hardy stuff because Tom Hardy's body is mangled. From like the crazy weight loss to the crazy weight gain.
Yeah.
They say his body is mangled.
I believe.
Him and Christian Bale, their bodies are mangled. We are totally off topic, but I guess we're gonna do the rating of the
Yeah,
movie.
see the rating.
I like
Nani?
to go first. I'm gonna give this movie actually a freaking 9 out of 10. This movie was amazing. It definitely caught me off guard with how dark it was. But I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed the dark tone because I came in thinking like, oh, this is gonna be fun, yeah, and it was like, no, sit down. This is gonna be serious. We're talking about serious stuff. 45 minutes straight, which is serious stuff. But I enjoyed the action, the idea of it. Also, real quick, I seen Hotel Artemis, and it's also very futuristic. And I'm really realizing that a lot of the movies are really going into a futuristic way. A lot of these movies that are not a part of Disney and whatever are really going as like different kind of John Wick futuristic thing, and I kind of like it. So I give the movie a 9.
All right, I'll say, I feel like I tend to agree with Nunny a little too often. I give this an 8 on the first watch
Yeah.
and a 6 on a rewatch because a lot of it's about the story and how it's being told.
Yeah.
And I noticed that with a lot of really good movies that I love, like cult classics or a lot of like low budget indie films. So like because of that, I'm gonna give it a 7 because I feel like the first time you watch it, wow.
Yeah.
And then the rewatchability is kind of low on it though.
So you're going with a 7 out of 10?
7 out of 10.
You said 8 first.
Well, I'm saying 7 now.
7 now.
So I enjoy. Let's see. I enjoyed it while I was watching it.
I changed it. I give it an 8.
All right, he gets. I
Make up
enjoyed it
your
while I was
mind,
watching
man.
it. I have no desire to ever watch it again.
Yeah.
Same.
I don't really think I'd get anything out of it.
No.
But that being said, I did enjoy it, and I think people should go see it. And I also
Yes.
think people should support movies like this so that Disney isn't just
Take over.
Don't get me wrong, I just love seeing all the different superheroes smashing each other on screen.
Of course.
But there's the other part of me that's like, boy, they own a lot of the
Everything.
movies. So support other things so that we don't live in a Disney dystopia. It'll be lovely though,
Yes.
magical even. So
There was a time.
There was some parts of the movie that were kind of like, bleh, and I didn't love, like that car chase really.
That was
like,
probably the
that
worst.
stands out.
That
Yeah,
was
that
the
was the
worst.
worst.
Which says a lot, though. That's how good the movie was.
Yeah. So I'd say like I'm gonna give it a 7. It's not like the Citizen Kane and B movies, but it
What
was
did we
neat.
give? What did we give Halo or Halo?
Halo? I don't think we've reviewed Halo.
What's it called?
I've played Halo.
I think
No,
we gave Solo
Solo.
like a 5.
Yeah, as long as it's high, it's definitely better than Solo.
It definitely is.
Well, not production value wise.
No.
Solo blows it out of the water, but story wise, I was much more interested in.
Even the acting was better.
Yeah.
Acting was way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say so.
Yeah.
I wonder if I watched it again, if I would find his acting stilted and funny. Like knowing what I know now, like where the movie's going.
When
like,
it comes out on like Netflix or HBO Go or one of those, I'll watch it again to see that.
I would say this. That movie is definitely, if it's like on in the background, I'll definitely go like this.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be like this. Oh, it's on. Let me go watch this. Like,
Yeah.
I was more like.
I'd be
oh, it's
editing
on.
some video while I watch that video.
Yeah. I'll be doing
You'd
something.
only really need to look up every few minutes, be like, oh, the cool fight scenes are happening.
Oh, this is my favorite part. And then it's
And
done.
then
Like,
it
all
would
right,
end,
back
and
to
you'd be like,
Cleveland.
oh, back to.
Whatever I was doing. Back to whatever.
It's gonna have a great run on streaming services.
Oh, for sure.
People
I
are gonna
definitely
watch
think it
the
might get a
crap out
cult
of it.
following though.
Absolutely.
It's definitely gonna get one.
I think people will latch onto this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll enjoy it.
I think so too.
I don't know if it'll be like big cult.
Do you guys want to, since we're done, we got a couple of more minutes. Do you guys want to decide on a movie you guys want to do next week?
Oh, what's next week?
Are we gonna do like one already seen, like an old one?
Did you ever do the review for the one that you told me to watch and I watched the next day in the studio?
Tragedy Girl.
Yeah.
I watched it. I think I did it. I don't think I did a review.
That's
We could do.
so boring.
Oh,
No, it's so good.
Man, now we can't do it because we already gave up the review.
Now we could do it. All Pat gotta do is watch it on like YouTube.
I say, how about this? Let's go ahead. I'm gonna say, go ahead. Give us a movie that you guys want us to review for next week.
Yeah.
Drop it in the comments section. DM us on Instagram. It's @MuchObligedTV. You can shoot us emails. It's all on our site, muchobliged.tv. Let us know what you guys want us to check out next week. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that. We have Nunny.
Ugly God in the building.
We have Pat.
Something cool.
Hey. And we have Mop Top, the coolest. The king of the castle. And you've just watched a movie club. That's it for this week. We love you guys. Check us out next time.